bands like Deep Purple, who preceded Rainbow, of course. Deep Purple, who was my favorite band on earth. Richie Blackmore was my hero, my idol. And I was lucky enough in my life to work with him and to learn from him, to learn by his mistakes and learn from the good things that he did. But these were people who wrote the book. They wrote the rules. Jimi Hendrix wrote the rules for guitar players. Richie Blackmore wrote another set of rules for guitar players. Jimmy Page wrote a set of rules for songs, the way they should be put together, for finding great talent like Robert Plant, like John Bonham. Today, the people who are being successful, and there aren't that many of them really, who can be megastars, people like Metallica, for example, are bands that learn from that. And I think the only way you can be a mega band is to create your own uniqueness. And there are too many bands that are a diluted form of Led Zeppelin these days. A Whole Lotta Love was only written once. It can't be written again. You can never make it better. Stairway to Heaven will never ever be written better than that. Anything you can name, almost anything that Led Zeppelin ever did that you can think of, has been attempted by other bands, and they haven't even come close because they wrote the rules. And the problem is that bands don't try to be unique anymore. They don't try to be something different. They say, we learned from Purple, we learned from Zeppelin, we learned from Sabbath, the first great and the only really heavy metal band. They haven't learned to be themselves. They haven't taken little bits of what those bands have done and then made it bigger, made it with more scope. They've only copied.